Welcome everyone to the second Aquarius full moon, which is a blue moon, which everyone's talking about, the blue moon. So let's get into it. So first of all, let's bless my cards. Dear angels, saints and spirits from the divine white light, please bless my cards and give me clear insight. So mote it be. Oh, they're already jumping out. Okay, so I've actually decided that I'm going to be doing a new spread today as well. So we'll see. This is the first time I'm actually going to see whether this works or not. So let's just see. So, okay, so we've got one there. Okay. So yeah, this new moon, well, why am I keep calling it a new moon? I don't know. Maybe it's a Freudian slip, because honestly it's not. It's a full moon, blue moon in Aquarius, part 2 to be exact. So and yes, it is a little bit controversial, so let's see why. Hang on, that needs to go down there too. Let me just pull out these cards first of all. Then that one goes there, 3, then 4, and 5. Sorry, like I said, I'm just trying out this new spread. I just want to see how it's going to go. It was something I was playing around with. I just had inspiration to do it, so we'll see if it works or not. So, yep, that's 6. That was 6. That's 7. And that's 8. And that's 9. And that's 10. All right, I'll explain the spread before I start reading it, because yeah, there's a lot to talk about with this blue moon. Okay, so there are 3 definitions of a blue moon. So the first definition of a blue moon. Usually there are 3 full moons between the equinox and the solstice, or vice versa. So occasionally there are 4 full moons in a single season. So when this happens, the third of the season of the 4 full moons is called a blue moon. So this Aquarius blue moon actually falls into that category. But also, so the second definition of a full moon happens to be the second full moon that happens in a calendar month. So at the start of the month you have a full moon, and at the end of the month you have a full moon. So the second one of that, the one at the end of the month obviously, is then called the blue moon. Neither types of these blue moons have any particular astrological significance. However, there is a third one which does. So it's when we get 2 consecutive full moons in the same sign. This is a very rare occurrence, and this is also what is happening with this blue full moon in Aquarius as well. So this does have an astrological significance, okay, because it's almost like a double whammy, double energy hit to call to action something of significance to you, okay, depending on which house it falls on in your chart, okay. So have a look at your signs as well. You can figure out which house it's going to be falling in. And that will give you a little bit more information as to what themes that you really need to be closing up. So the first full moon, which happened, was in the first degree of Aquarius. Now, this is quite significant. So, you know, they've got up to 30 degrees. So each decan of each house is kind of split up into into 3, so it's 10 degrees. So the first decan is 1 to 10, then you've got the second decan, which is 11 to 20, and then obviously the third decan is from 20 to 30 degrees, and that's what makes up the full astrological wheel. Okay, so that's how they work it out. So the mere fact that the first full moon in Aquarius started at 1 degree was at the beginning of Aquarius, which really means, to me, the way that I interpret that, it's in the very in the first decan. So that is the very lower kind of vibrations of that sign. That's what I kind of see it has. You kind of grow up, you kind of mature. You've got these 3 stages of each sign. So you've got the first decan, the second decan, the third decan. By the third decan, you should have learnt that sign, and that's why you're in obviously the higher vibration of it. Therefore, this full blue moon in Aquarius is actually happening at 29 degrees, which is right towards the end. And this is a critical point known in astrology as well, where, yes, it is the full expression, the full essence of that sign is really coming through, is shining through. That energy is really bearing down on all of us, really. And that is why it is such a good moon, obviously, to be harnessing that type of energy. Also, it's on the 22nd of August. 22 is a master number. You break that one down, it breaks down to 11. Also, an angelic number. 11 is also a gateway, it's a portal, it's also what we just went past with the lion's gate as well. So, and if you look at it from a broader perspective, with the 2 Aquarius full moons on either side, that is like a portal, and therefore anything happening on that new moon is a direct portal. That's what makes the Lion Gate so powerful, especially this year as well. So we've just had nothing but powerful aspects and astrological phenomenon that has gone on. So also 29, when you break that down, also breaks down to 11. So actually, if you have a look at it, the 22 and the 29, it actually breaks down to 11, 11. 11, 11. So that's like the 4 of Wands, which is the double portal. Okay, so it's a portal again. So this really is the essence of Aquarius, which is freedom, innovation, breakthroughs. So it really is a breaking point. And also, I mean, obviously, so being at the higher degree, I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit sidetracked. So being at the higher degree, we have the higher vibrations of Aquarius, okay? So those really encompassing teamwork and working in collaboration with others for a common cause and for the best of all humanity. So if you had a look at the first one, we were really looking at what our hopes and desires were, what our hopes and dreams were. But now this is actually looking at it from a collective perspective. So that's why it's like matured. And this is the very essence of Aquarius, is to be able to raise the collective consciousness. And that is what the universe is really asking us to do. So that's why this full moon will also increase our intuitive abilities, just like the last one did as well. Like I said, I've been getting an unbelievable amount of downloads and trippy visions and things like that. It's been quite eye-opening for me. But yeah, this really is a good time to be able to tap into your psychic abilities and to be using your intuition. This full moon is going to increase your intuitive abilities, especially in regards to who to let into your community and who to be able to keep at arm's length. So it is going to be able to have that discernment as well, because you are now in the mature energy of Aquarius, okay? So that is going to be easier for you to categorize Okay, Aquarius likes to categorize as well. They like to put things into categories. It's in a neat box. Okay, that's where it fits. You're going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to be more decisive as well. Yes, that is somebody. Like, yeah, sure, they're okay, but it's just somebody I need to be keeping at arm's length. So that's something that's that kind of energy as well that is going to be playing through. The other energy as well that I've been that we also have to take into consideration is that both Saturn and Jupiter, so Jupiter is conjuncting this moon, so Jupiter is just expanding everything about this blue moon. So it's just going to be like blue moon on steroids. If it was a double whammy anyway, this is just going to make it even double, like, because of Jupiter being there. Jupiter further expanding the energy of that moon, but also with Saturn there as well. And both of these major planets are in retrograde. So in Aquarius, so we will be given the opportunity to revisit, to relearn, to revise all the hard lessons taught to us by Saturn and how to do things differently in the future. So not to be able to, do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. This is actually doing something different and expecting different results, knowing that there's going to be different results and it's going to be positive, amazing results. So yeah, that and to know that whatever we do now is going to be benefiting future generations as well. So but I think the most important part of this moon as well, it's actually giving us that really beautiful healing and closing out of old cycles, because Saturn is the old energy. It's father energy as well. So it's father time energy. So it's that old way, crumbling away of old beliefs, old cycles, old things that do not believe. And I have picked up a lot of the father energies as well. So I must say a lot of it in my personal life has actually come up as well. A lot of people that I've spoken to as well recently have been having a lot of father things come up, especially like kind of during the Leo new moon up into this new moon, full moon. I keep calling it a new moon. I guess it's a new cycle that this really is ushering in, and that is the cycle of Aquarius. But like I was saying, with the healing aspect of this moon, Chiron is in Aries at 20 degrees. And if you break that, it's down to a 2 as well. So this is really fantastic. And it's also in retrograde. So this is symbolizing our unhealable injuries and incurable traumas. And however, if a person decides, instead of drowning in their own trauma, accepts the trauma and is able to help others who is also suffering, and accept that suffering is a part of life, then Chiron may be able to be the key to wisdom or initiation gate. So this is another gateway. It's another portal to be able to go through it and to be able to do the impossible and to heal the unhealable wounds. Because again, Chiron, he was the wounded healer. He was unable to be healed himself, and that's why. But he still continued to heal other people. So that is the true essence of Chiron, and this is also playing a big part in this moon as well. So this full moon is really giving us a second chance to let go and to do some forgiveness work. This is a really good moon for doing that. It's a great moon for any spell or ritual magic as well. And if you did set any intentions and wrote them down for the Aquarius new moon, this is going to be a great time to see your manifestations take place and what things that you actually need to do to kind of help tweak those manifestations for next time, so that you know how to set your new intentions or what things that you might need to work on a little bit further. All right, so let's get into this spread. I was actually really quite, like I said, with this Aquarius energy and with all the portals and all the gateways, I've just been having such inspiration. I have actually been doing a lot of kind of research into the quantum physics and also with the sacred geometry. And so that's why the numbers have really been resonating with me a lot lately. And I don't know, just with the sacred geometry as well, I was thinking of this spread. It just came to me. So that's why I've popped him in these positions. I will describe what it basically is. Okay, so this is position 1, which is basically your soul's purpose. Okay, so that's an air type energy. So then in 2, we've got, which is an earth energy, which kind of grounds it, which is going to be like your outcome. So, but then this one, okay, so we'll go higher self. So this is like your life purpose. Then what is blocking this energy of your life purpose? And then what energy that you're currently in. Okay, so this is what your soul kind of wants you to be in, and this is what energy you're actually in, and this is what's kind of crossing that energy so that you're not actually tapped into it. So at the heart of the matter, of, as always, this is that card. So yep, I'm just explaining how this kind of works, or does in my mind anyway. And then so then this one is your hopes and fears, and so this is like your so above kind of card. This is what, you know, what you so above, so below, and this is the so below, and this is what you don't really see coming. So this is something that could be possibly a surprise or something that you don't see coming anyway. And then this is the advice or action that you need to be take. This is the key or the lesson that you need to also to be able to learn and heal from, and then that is the outcome. And this one, of course, is the bottom of the deck, which is always kind of the underlying energy. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Let's see how this works. All right, so the underlying energy obviously is the Empress, and that is an absolute gorgeous, motherly, nurturing, loving energy, and you can just see how abundant she is in this card. She is surrounded by everything she could possibly want. She's got animals, all the environment, all the plants and seasons, everything is in harmony with her, and she works one with Mother Gaia as well. So this is a beautiful tapped in energy, the Empress, you know, absolutely gorgeous. And it's a 3 as well. 3 is an absolute spiritual number as well. So for that to be the underlying energy of this full moon is just gorgeous. So let's have a look at what your soul's purpose is. Now, this came in the reverse as well. So this is Judgment reversed, okay? So this is, Judgment is usually a calling, an awakening as well, an awakening of souls. It's also to do with second chances as well. Because it's in the reverse, I really do feel like that it is possible that a lot of people that have actually done the work, that judgment has come, and it has come to fruition, so that people have been awoken, so that people are waking up and able to see the collective consciousness and see what it is that they actually are striving for. So this one, usually in its right side up, that's how I usually interpret it. It is a waking up. It is a wake up. This one, I really see it as you are waken up. You have actually already woken up. And as you can kind of see as well, it's kind of a funneling down, which I really like that, because it is your higher self trying to funnel down that information down towards us, which is into our consciousness. So the thing that is blocking it is the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is being backstabbed. It's negative thinking, okay? And that actually does make sense with a lot of things. So with our divine purpose, we are being blocked with it by our own negative thoughts, okay? So, but again, this is the ending of a cycle as well. And that is really why I really do feel like we are awakening up. We are at the end of the cycle, okay? And then this is actually beautiful energy. So what energy that you're in at the moment is the Chariot. So this is absolutely amazing. With all the other cards as well, you've got the Sphinxes. They're not actually going anywhere. These are actually Pegasus horses, and they're moving. So this is actually saying positive movement forward. So we are in that energy now to be able to move forward on our pathway. We know where we're going. We have all of our inner, our divine masculine, our divine feminine, our inner and outer world, our so above, so below, is all in unison, and that's how we are able to move forward so quickly, okay, because we have our divine purpose. So that's why I really do feel that that is reversed, because I do actually feel that this energy is actually being able to get through as long as we don't let this block it, okay, which is the end of a cycle, and hang on to that cycle anymore. Again, I really feel like that's what the universe is kind of repeating to us. Okay, so let's see what's in the hopes and fears is the Knight of Wands, okay? So this is the so above energy that we need to be able to be in, okay? So the hopes and fears, so what we truly desire is to be able to be this Knight of Wands, to be able to move forward on our pathway to a positive place. And I do love, he is the fastest wand, he's the most passionate, the fastest wand, he's the fastest knight of all the knights. So he is the fastest one. He comes in and out. He does have that very passionate energy, and that is to be able to strive forward. He knows what he wants. He goes for it. So that is that Knight of Wands energy. It also could be a fear though as well. It's like this knight doesn't actually think about the consequences. This is a real youthful type energy. He just goes in, he sees what he wants, he goes and gets it. You know, he doesn't really think about the consequences of it. So I guess that's where that apprehension kind of comes in, and it can become like a fear. It's like, well, what if I fail? What if I do that? That overthinking again, those swords, that is what's going to block that. But again, so that is what our hopes and our fears are in this position. At the heart of the matter is the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is, again, which makes sense with this Ten of Swords here, being right next to it, is not being able to see things from other people's perspective. It's not being on the same page with others, okay? And as you can see, they're all kind of stabbing the heart, you know, which is killing the love, really. It's killing that collaboration, and that's what's at the heart of the matter here. It's to be able to see everybody's perspective, and everybody can see everybody else's perspective, and work together as a group to be able to, like I said, raise the consciousness. And that is at the heart of the matter, excuse me, in this spread. So what we don't see coming is the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So this is an energy. So this is obviously something that the universe is going to be offering us. It's something tangible. It's something abundant. It's something that is divinely given. Because I've been doing sacred geometry, this is like what I'm being really drawn to is the spider web. That is just amazing, because that is kind of what this spread is actually, how it is anchored as well. So you've got the so above, below, and then I've kind of got it grounded with all the elements. And that is sacred geometry as well. It is a weaving a web, that knowing that everything is intricately planned and done, and that it doesn't really matter, again, which way. Sometimes you might go on a detour, but you will end up on your life's purpose anyway. It might just take a little bit longer for you, that's all. But that is that beautiful web, and how all our lives and everything is all intricately woven. And that is something that we really don't see coming, and know that we are part of a bigger picture, a part of a bigger plan, okay, that we really are, and it is being divinely guided. And yes, there is something that is so beautiful and tangible that is being offered to us, okay, and it's something that, yeah, we just really don't see coming. So it could be coming in a different form, and it could be coming in a different way, and that is why that we need to be able to have an open mind, or have an open heart, you know, and have open eyes as well, to be able to see these things that are being offered to us and take them as opportunities. So the advice or the action to take, which is in this section here, which is the fire energy as well. So which is the action or advice. So the action is the Knight of Swords. So this is, the way I see that is to be able to see more clarity, to be able to find out more information, okay? And again, he is pointing towards this Knight of Wands. So it is finding out more information, I think, on the passions, and get the details. That's what it is. Go back into the details, get more information, get more clarity, okay? Because it is the sword up. To me, when the swords are up, it's always to do with clarity. This I'm also being drawn to the compass as well. So it's really knowing what direction to take. So you can get lost down other rabbit holes. It's easy to be able to do that. So, but it's knowing your focus, because this, at least the Knight of Wands, knows what his focus is. He knows what he wants. So that is also telling you, you know what it is that you want. You need to be able to now have a look and research the details that you need, so that you can be able to achieve this. So the key or the lesson is the Ace of Swords, which ties in beautifully. Again, it is getting that clarity, okay, that absolute clarity, that divine clarity as well, from source, from divine knowledge, from the Akashic records, you know, from having that divine knowledge and knowing that, and also having that faith in yourself and that belief in yourself that you know, if information or signs do come to you, that you believe it as well, and have that faith in that the universe is looking after you, again, with this intricate web, that you are part of something bigger. And then the outcome, which is the Earth card, which is grounded, which is the Six of Swords, and to be able to move away into calmer waters, I actually see that is what is achieved. It is to be able to go into a place of harmony and contentment. That's what I'm really seeing there. Being drawn to the two killer whales there. You know, it's being protected as well. This person in the canoe is protected, you know, so it's being cocooned. It's being in a safe place. It's being surrounded by people that are there to look after you and protect you as well, and it's being with your community. That's what I really, really feel. And yeah, again, I really do feel that that's what this blue moon in Aquarius is all asking of us. So anyway, let me know what you think of that spread anyway, and see whether I can do anything different with that. But I don't know, I think that worked out all right. I did a couple of practice ones and it seemed to work out okay. So yeah, let me know if you do like it. I kind of do. This one again, I cannot believe this one has come out again and again. This one came out in the pre-shuffle and it has come out again, and it is the path. Okay, it is knowing which pathway that we need to be going on. The portal, again, portals is there. Again, 8. 8 is the infinity. It is something that is going to be long lasting. It is also a bridging again of the spiritual with the material world. Okay, so that's what that is. So there is a path, there is a focus. We need to be able to take that and to be able to have the courage to move forward on it. That's what I'm really feeling with that, which is really beautiful. And again, with that Empress energy being there as well as the underlying energy, it's whatever we think our utopia is. It is asking us to what is your utopia, and how do you see it for everybody else as well, because that's what Aquarius is. It's about all. Sorry about that, my camera just cut out. So I did actually shuffle the cards. I did actually get a card. Let me just finish saying, so that was what Aquarius is all about, is about future generations, about our legacy as well, and for the greater good as well, and for community as well. So that was what I was getting with that underlying energy. So I just shuffled the cards, and this is the card that I actually got out. So it's imagine all of the unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. This is amazing advice, because this is what those swords are all about. And that is what is in our blockage as well. So to dissolve all the unwanted thoughts, and to create room for new opportunities and for new possibilities that will be coming into our lives. So I think that is just beautiful advice. So really lovely. And now I'm going to use these medicine cards. So these ones are quite old medicine cards, and they're animal spirit ones. I just love the thunderbolt on them. It's very Aquarius, so I thought I will pull them out for this as a bit of a treat. But yeah, so these ones, I did actually use them for the Leo birthday one as well. I think that was the first time I used these cards. They were gifted to me from my girlfriend, and yeah, I don't know if they make these anymore. So anyway, let's just see what we've got. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. We've got 27, which breaks down to a 9, which is a very powerful number, and it's the dragonfly. So I'm just going to read from the book what the dragonfly energy is. So 27, let's have a look. Alright, I'll just read the whole lot. This is actually gorgeous. Okay. Dragonfly breaks illusions, brings visions of power. No need to prove it. Now is the hour. Know it, believe it. Great Spirit intercedes, feeding you, blessing you, filling all of your needs. This is gorgeous. Dragonfly medicine is of the dream time and of the illusionary facade that we accept as physical reality. The iridescence of a dragonfly's wings reminds us of colours not found in our everyday experience. Dragonfly's shifting of colour, energy, form and movement explodes into the mind of the observer, bringing vague memories of a time or a place when magic reigned. Some legends say that Dragonfly was once dragon, and that dragon had scales like dragonfly's wings. Dragon was full of wisdom and flew through the night, bringing light with its fiery breath. The breath of dragon brought forth the art of magic and the illusion of changing form. Then dragon got caught in its own facade. Coyote tricked dragon into changing form, and the shape of its new body became like dragonflies. In accepting the challenge to prove its power and magical prowess, dragon lost its power. Dragonfly is the essence of the winds of change, the message of wisdom and enlightenment, and the communications from the elemental world. This elemental world is made up of the tiny spirits of plants and of the elements of air, earth, fire, and water. In essence, this world is full of nature spirits. If dragonfly has flown into your cards today, you may have forgotten to water your plants. Sorry, that wasn't funny. On another level, you may need to give thanks for the foods you eat for sustaining your body. On a psychological level, it may be time to break down the illusion you have held that restricts your actions or ideas. I think that is it. Dragonfly medicine always beckons you to seek out the parts of your habits which you need to change. Have you put on too much weight, or have you started to look like a scarecrow? Oh, that's random. Have you tended to the changes you have wanted to make in your life? If you feel the need for change, then call on Dragonfly to guide you through the mists of illusions to the pathway of transformation. See how you can apply the art of illusion to your present question or situation, and remember that things are never completely as they seem. I love that. That's so cool. Very random, but pretty cool. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Okay, so with that, I hope you have a very blessed full blue moon in Aquarius. So yeah, and just remember that you are a star, and let your light shine bright. And as always, love and light.